Flory Bidunga left Kansas and then returned to Kansas in the span of a week. He was in the portal. He was out of the portal. He is presumably Kansas's starting big man for next season now. We love him. We've both been on record. We're big Flory Bidunga fans. Bidunga dunks, as I call him. I will hand up. I was trying to tamper him away. I speak on behalf of my program. We were trying to get that man out of Lawrence, and I think we almost succeeded. Anyways, Flory Bidunga has now opened up as he has returned to Kansas on why he entered the portal, and he had some very interesting quotes here. This is what Flory Bidunga said, word for word. Quote, I didn't want last year to repeat itself. That was my main point. I was like, Coach, I don't want last year to repeat. So maybe Kansas is not the right place. Obviously, Bill Self and the staff were able to smooth things over here, but it's very rare that you hear a player in or out of the portal, let alone one who like returns, go on record and say, "Hey, I'm very uneasy that this is the right place. Last year was awful for me for a variety of reasons." What do you make of this quote? Are you surprised, and what do you think it means?
Yeah, it's an interesting quote. But also I think that Flory's correct, right?
There's two ways I could interpret this quote, and that's what I want your help trying to figure
So
out
so
first.
when you immediately said this quote, I look back to what Bill Self the minute he said after the Utah trip. Said this team hates each other, they despise each other, they can't even look at each other. What am I supposed to do with that? And and I think that was part of it. Now that's one way to look at it. The other way would be like, I don't want to have another year of being, which he won't be because he's not there, but like I was the backup, right? Like I was behind KJ Adams, I was behind Hunter. Like you looked at me as like the third big. I don't want
Right.
another year of that. So those are the two ways I think it could be interpreted.
Yeah, I think it's basically, which is maybe why we got to this point, the fact that there's two different ways this could be interpreted. There's the individual, I don't want to call it selfish, but there's the individual outlook here of like, I don't want that to happen again. Let's call it what it is. I don't want to be buried behind a player I'm better than again.
Mm.
I don't want to sit
Ooh.
watching KJ Adams for a whole year while the
Ooh.
fans scream my name and boo KJ.
Ooh.
That's what just happened, right? I
I
don't
didn't even
want
think
that
about
to
that.
happen again. Like, and it's very simple to me. That's what happened. That was the whole story of the season. Flory was pissed. And then there's the team outlook, which is, yeah, I don't want to be on a team that underachieves again, which is a staple of Bill Self's transfer portal era teams. I mean,
Mm.
they've been the number one team in the country 2 straight years. They've added high profile guys that have flopped in dramatic fashion. Who's Bill Self trying to add this year? We don't even know right now. Trey White and Jaden Dawson? We interrupt this sleepers video to talk directly to you, our loyal listener. Have you ever found yourself watching us two idiots thinking, hey, I wish there was a very easy, small way for me to show a token of my appreciation for all of their hard work on all these videos I love to watch? Well, now we have just the way to do that.
Thanks to the beautiful folks over at Underdog Fantasy. They are helping us out this month, presenting a lot of the content coming out this month, giving you a chance with a amazing offer that you can use using our promo code that Gregory will tell you more about.
Yeah, so college hoop season's over, but we got like big time golf tournaments. The NBA playoffs are coming. Baseball season's underway. There's still a bunch of sports on. There's still a bunch of ways to play with Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SLEEPERS. As a new customer, you can get up to 1,000 bonus credits plus a free pick. It's one of the most fun ways to play. It's a great way to support us. And on some actual like non-ad read stuff, talking genuinely here, really helps us because if Underdog loves us, if we get a lot of people to sign up, they're going to help us continue to bring you the content that you love. Show your support. Join Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credits and a free pick. We think those guys are going to crush. Like, there's a lot of work to be done here. And I think Flory is right to be very uneasy about it all. But the one thing I will say, even if it's like uncomfortable and maybe not the thing you want to hear if you're a Kansas fan, I want to give Flory a bunch of credit for saying this because it's incredibly rare that we see a player be so transparent in their thought process.
Hmm.
And I actually think it's pretty cool. And it embodies a little bit of leadership for me. Because Flory's not saying this while he's in the portal. He's not doing this like to throw dirt on Kansas' name. He's doing this after returning. And this is going to put a lot of pressure on Flory Bidunga. Like,
Yeah, he is taking a stance of like, look, like I'm not doing last year. Like I'm not doing that again. And I'm taking the onus on me. I want to be a big part of it. I'm like you said, I'm taking some leadership on this basketball team, a team that is going to need some leadership as well, as they're losing guys like DeJuan Harris and they're losing KJ Adams. There is going to have to be some like this is on me. I'm one of the vets on this team. This Kansas basketball shit means something to me. We're not doing that again.
now I think the question is this straight out of the Hunter Dickinson school of leadership, or is this real leadership?
I think this is real. I don't think he would. I don't think. Honestly, I don't even think Hunter would say this.
You don't think it would be a Hunter move to like dramatically enter the portal, come out of the portal, and then make it all about you and have a, well, yeah, I hated everything about last year.
Okay, when you put it like that, yeah.
Now, I again, the I'll push back on myself. I don't think Flory's making it all about himself. I think he's a good intentioned kid, but it is a little humorous to me. Like Flory basically was supposed to be Hunter Dickinson's understudy for a year, and now he's dropping a Hunter Dickinson-esque quote 3 days after returning.
I hate you could have left that out. That's gonna leave an awful Jayhawk taste in my mouth.
It is. I would be pretty uneasy if I'm a Kansas fan, but at the same time, somebody's got to call it like it is, and I think that's what Flory's doing here, and I applaud
Can,
that.
can I say one last thing too?
Please, please.
In order for things to change, Flory's gonna have to take some steps.
Oh,
It ain't just all like catch dunk energy stuff. We're gonna need a little bit more. Can we throw it to you? Can you go get us? Can you got a hook shot? Do you have? Can we throw it to you in the post? There needs to be some steps taken with him as well. He was part of last year. That's the one thing. Like as much as people want to separate themselves from previous years when they want to better themselves the next year, they do need to acknowledge that they were part of last year's problem. If you're on the team, you're part of the problem.
yeah, like you could have made it so clear to Bill Self that you have way more to offer than KJ Adams, and you
Yeah,
didn't fully.
yeah. Well, yeah. He could have maybe.
I mean, it was a limited offensive year, I would say, from Flory.
Right. He needs to take some steps.
Yeah. Okay. I like that angle too. All right. Well, credit to Flory for being honest and being transparent. We like when players do this. So, Badunga Dunks.
It's still a great name.
I'm just, I don't even know how to end this because I still want him. So, like,
Badunga hooks.
it's just Badunga Dunks.
Badunga mid range.